had somebody ask me, how do you keep it together? How do you deal with everything that you got going on? I don't know. Let's get into it. Hey, if you're new around here, my name is Steve Harper. I turn ordinary connections into extraordinary relationships. How do I do that? By helping individuals and organizations identify, develop, and grow the key relationships they depend on for their success. So, that did not sound infomercial-ish at all, did it? This question got posed to me at lunch, and it's by someone that has, I'm gonna say, be read in to some of the stress that I've been under that I think most people would be blown away to learn about. Like, if I were to tell you, you'd be like, that's a movie of a week kind of thing. Like, that's a Lifetime movie if I've ever heard one. Yes, it is. Yes, it probably will be. But that's a story for a different day. But the guy was asking me, how do you hold up with everything that you got going on? How are you doing it? How are you surviving this? How are you still willing to meet for lunch and have a conversation and to actually be willing to help me figure out my crap when you have so much crap going on in your world? You have two choices when you are facing something significant, a challenge, a health crisis, family drama, major turmoil. Is you can either allow it to suck you in and obsess over it. And I have been very guilty of that in the years past, where it just dominates every single thought. What I have chosen to do this time around, and I would say this is probably the heaviest thing I've ever dealt with. You guys are probably like, well, what the hell is it? Not telling you. Maybe someday, not right now. It's not a divorce, it's not cancer, I'm not getting deported from the country, nothing like that. But it's personal, and it's very heavy, and it's hard to talk about, and it's difficult to deal with. And yes, I can understand why somebody hearing what I've gone through, just sort of sitting there like, what in the are you dealing with? How do you deal with it? How do you even get out of bed? And like I said, in years past, there may have been a time that I would have done that, but I have distracted myself two specific ways, which is to actually make myself of service. I have dug into my work, because in my work, that is the area I can control the most. And I feel, really doubled down my efforts, and I'm starting to see the significant benefits of that effort. That is good because it keeps me distracted. It keeps me fulfilled and with purpose. The other thing I'd say is helping others. I know, you're like, I knew you're gonna work in a ripple angle. Yes, I'm gonna always work in a ripple angle because ripple makes everything better. You got a boo-boo? Ripple make it better. You got your feelings hurt? Ripple make it better. You are frustrated, angry, upset, have a bajillion worldly pressures on your shoulders? Rippling makes it better. Doing something for someone else, being there, being a guide, being a directive, being someone who can just listen when somebody else is going through it without burdening them with your troubles and your toils and your troubles. Helping. Even helping before they ask for the help. Checking on people, engaging them, and saying, look, I really have been missing our deep, amazing conversations. Can we have one? I have immersed myself. I've had more Zooms, I've had more face-to-face meetings, I've had a lot of deeply personal conversation. And 95 to 99.5% of these people know nothing about what I'm going through. But they helped. They helped because they were there for me. And by allowing me to be of service and to give of my servant heart and to create a few ripples along the way to their benefit, it has been a godsend for me. It's allowed me to be distracted. It's allowed me to recognize that this thing over here is very temporary. And over here, these relationships, should I choose to continue to grow them and invest in them and develop them, they can be and will be permanent. And my ability to make a difference in someone's life, even if it is just to bring a thought to their mind, give a smile to them, or just give them a hug, man, that is the deepest, most authentic way that I know how to serve. And so when you are feeling a little blue, and when you're feeling a little down, and when you're feeling a little unmotivated, which does happen, don't flip on the Netflix. This button, no, don't do that. Not good. But no, don't do that. Set this sucker down. Pick up the ringy-dingy. Hello. We're pretending this is the phone because I'm actually recording over here on my phone. Hey, what's up, man? I haven't talked to you in a while. You're on my mind. Wanted to check in. Or, hey, I know you had that big interview today. How'd it go? What can I do to help you? Should we go to lunch and celebrate? I'm making up examples, of course. Yeah, they didn't get the job. But that's okay. It still feels like the best remedy to a maybe not so great circumstance, maybe a not so great day, a challenging argument or problem that you may be having in other areas of your life. Doing this can transform you. Doing this can make a difference. And I promise you the investments of the ripples that you make today, good karma with whatever other craziness you have, and I have some craziness, I believe it will come back to pay dividends for you. That is what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing. That's what I am suggesting. And I hope that you take advantage of my sage advice. Now, maybe not so sage. A little sagey. Maybe it'll sage you around the corners. Just my genuine, authentic me-isms coming to fruition. But I promise you, if you had an inkling of what I'm dealing with, my friend, and it is a lot, you'd be like, man, if he can do it, I can do it too. Give it a thought. Better yet, give it a try. Ripple on. Ripple on you, ripple on you, ripple on everybody. Thank you so much for watching.